Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my monthly video for Smash That Small Paper Pad collab. That video goes up every month on the 25th and it's hosted by Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage. In the description below will be the links to everyone who is also participating. And the purpose of this collab is to use up paper pads that are smaller than 12 by 12. This is my list of all the projects I made with the paper pads that I used up. Except for this pad here, I only got into this paper pad. It was a Recollections pad called Winter Dream. I used it for my 10 on the 10th cards that I made. I have not used the rest of that pad up yet. I do have a project that I'm already kind of prepping. So hopefully I can finish this pad in May, and then I will have the projects. I will show them all at that time, but you can also go back and check out my 10 on the 10th video if you wanted to see the cards, the Christmas cards that I made with that paper. But starting on the 4th of April, I started using Bo Bunny Something Splendid as a 6x6 pad. And this was all of the projects that I was able to make. I started on the 4th and I finished up on the 8th. And I'm thinking, yes, that was not a complete pad. There were scraps and missing pieces of paper, so that was not a whole pad. So that's why it really didn't take that long for me to go through it. If I'm not mistaken, there were about 17 full sheets that were in here when I started out, plus some scraps. I also, on the 14th of April, I started a My Mind's Eye pad called Splendor, a 6x6 pad. And that's all the projects that I made with that paper. And I cannot remember if that one was a full pad either. I may have written it down on the cover when I get to that one if it was full or not. But I started working with Splendor on the 14th and I finished up using it on the 20th. So let me go ahead and show real fast. And this is the Bo Bunny. All I have left are some bits and pieces. I may put like these long strips here. I have a few that are sort of long and big enough to actually use like on a card. I have just a couple. So I may toss them into my scraps basket. But majority of these will go in the trash because they're really not big enough to do much of anything with. So I'm pretty much done with that pad. I was able to make, with that paper pad, I was able to make, and each time that I had a crafting session, I just wrote down on my list what I made for that day. 4 3x3 note cards, 3 3x4 envelopes, a mason jar card, mason jar gift tag with a pocket, and then 4 mini mason jar embellishments. All of those 3 items here, I followed a tutorial by Septeria18, I think is her channel, and I will put in the description below the link to her video, and that shows you how to use the envelope punch board. And it's either 1 or 2 sheets of 6x6. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but that's how you make all these projects. And then I made 3 embellishments, 3 more embellishments, 3 A2 cards, 3 ATCs, a gift box, 2 more A2 cards, 3x4 envelopes. I made 2 more of those, 4 1.5 inch embellishments, 4 more 3x4 cards, and then 2 tags. These are the 3x4 cards. I just left them blank on the inside, made with this gorgeous turquoise cardstock. These, I just took a little scallop circle and another piece of the pattern paper just for a little embellishment, and a piece of, this is Stampin' Up! Ribbon that I put through the center. And then these cards here, I made 2 that are like that, up and down, and then I made 2 that go side to side. And I used just some gold Dollar Tree ribbon for that. I love that peacock paper. I think it's beautiful. And then these are the other two cards. So the one that goes sideways like that, and then this beautiful print here. So I left them blank on the inside to be used for whatever you would want to use them for. These are my 3 ATCs that I made. I had a sheet of stickers I was trying to use up. Just had a lot of vintage images. So there's that one with like a dress form. And I had a pack of these like ribbon flower embellishments that I did use up on different projects with this paper pad. Here's one that says use your wings with this adorable little bird. And I just put a little bling for its eye. Put a scrap down the side just for a little bit of a added detail there. And then this one here, after I put this through the, like across the diagonal here, and that's metallic washi tape on each side. I thought it kind of looked like a zipper, which is pretty cool, I thought. And then these two here were more stickers, and I just put them onto some cardstock. And this I actually wrapped with some baker's twine. And then I just put great things take time. And this I've had in my stash for a long time. It's very rubbery, like rubber feeling. It's just like a big flower cabochon. And it went perfect up there in the top corner. So those are my 3 ATCs. These envelopes, I always like to make the 3x4 envelopes. It's made with one whole piece of 6x6 paper. And these envelopes are great for not only using them for 3x4 note cards, but you can like tuck an ATC inside for a swap. If you're like entering a challenge for someone's YouTube channel and they're asking for like a memory dex card or an ATC, those would probably work great inside these envelopes. And then you could also use them for like sending die cuts or ephemera as Happy Mail. So you can use these envelopes for a lot of things. I just like the really pretty patterns that were in this paper pad. So there are the envelopes that I made. They're super easy to make. This is just a little gift box, I call it. I haven't put any Velcro on here yet because I couldn't find it in my craft room, but I did buy some today, so I'll be able to make a little fastener for that. And I followed a video on YouTube. If I can find the video again, I'll put the link down in the description below. But it's just a real easy tutorial using a 6x6 piece of paper. And then I just added, it calls for putting making like a flag type closure, a little decoration. And then I just used the scallop punch, and this little stamp says share a smile today. And this little gold bling up there. Here is, okay, I have the pieces falling off of here. I have to glue them down better. Real fast. Let me put this back together. This ribbon is wanting to come off of this mason jar. Okay, here is this adorable little embellishment, mason jar embellishment. And this was made out of a 2x2 inch square piece of paper. And then here is a tag and a pocket, and it's very snug, which I probably, the tag could have been made a little bit smaller. I did make it according to the dimensions in the video, but if it was maybe just a hair thinner, then that would actually work better. And this is wanting to fray. I'm going to end up pulling this apart. Let me trim it real fast. Okay, come on, trim. All right. But that is the little mason jar shaped tag. And now it doesn't want to come out here. Like I said, it's very, very snug. So if you make it yourself, you'll probably want to maybe trim this down just even 1/8 of an inch to make it go in and out of the pocket a little bit better. And then this is just several flowers that I layered together. This is an actual resin so it's hard. And then a couple of Prima flowers. Just took some of the Tim Holtz word stickers there, and that's just blank on the back. And then these are 3 more of the little mason jar embellishments that I did show in my previous embellishments on the 11th collab video. And then here are 2 tags that I made, and those were shown in a previous video as well for my Great American Stash Bash tags that I posted on the 10th. And these are blank on the back, and they were just for any occasion. And then also already shared in my embellishments video, here are the 1.5 inch square embellishments. And let me turn them around the right way. Okay, everything's falling. Just thought they turned out really, really pretty. Okay, stay on my hand. There they are. Just cute little 1.5 inch squares that can be used on any kind of project, or tuck them into Happy Mail. And then I have these 3 little scallops that I decorated, and those were in that embellishments video also. This is probably my favorite just because I love the flower with the little flag and the sparkly bling up there. Love that. And then this is just a little chain thing that I found. It's by, I think this is by Tim Holtz, maybe, or it might be by Spare Parts from Paper Studio. From Hobby Lobby. I just found it in a jar of other metal embellishments, and I just took some scrap paper and put a scrap of the paper inside, glued it down with the glossy accents, and then filled up the middle with the glossy accents, and then just laid this metal charm in there so that when this hardened overnight, this was fastened in there so that it would not go anywhere. And I thought that turned out really, really cute, and it could just be hung on a project, or it can be on a keychain or just something. Just thought that turned out really, really cute. That was a real quick and easy charm. These are some A2 cards. These 2 were made with the sheet load of cards sketch from March by Call Me Crafty Owl. I just used that sentiment there, and I gotta run and let the cats out. Just a second, Missy. There you go, girl. Okay, she was trying to get out of my door. So here are these 2, and I just made them the same, both of them the same way. And I think the inside, yes, they're just blank. Just used the last, I used the last of those flowers on these 2 cards here. And then just some of these little pretty sparkly little resin pieces from my stash. I thought those patterns all went beautifully together. So there's those 2 cards. And then these 3 here are just some thank you cards that I put together. This was from a sticker sheet. It had dimensional like flowers and birds, and I was trying to use that up. I think I have 1 small flower left to use, so I have to find some kind of project to put that on. And I just took a scrap of the pattern paper through the middle, just as a little added detail. And this one was some feathers off of a sticker sheet that I just put onto some cardstock and fussy cut, and then kind of tucked them behind this little strip that goes through the middle. They're very, very shiny. I love that shine on them. And then there's this one. That bird is so pretty up there. Love these little dimensional stickers. So those are those 3 cards. And then these are just 4 little 3x3 note cards that I made using that same sheet of stickers that had sort of the vintage images on them. There's this cute little typewriter, and I put this out of a Tim Holtz sticker sheet. It's a note to self, and the insides are just layered with just some cream paper. And so there's that one. And then this one is a telephone, the old-fashioned telephone, and it says, "Hello, friend." And then this one is the clock, and it says, "Make today count." And then this one is a camera, and it says, "Tell your story." So just as a little hidden giveaway here, if you would like the chance to win this set of note cards, just leave a comment down below about maybe one thing positive that you have found in this whole coronavirus stuff going on. Something positive that has come out of it for you. Like for me, I'm getting all kinds of crafting time. I've really been getting a lot of organizing in my craft room done. I'm finding things that I maybe forgotten about. I'm using supplies. I'm really going through paper pads. So just extra time. So I've had extra crafting time, which has been nice. So just leave a comment down below on something that you find has come out of this for you that's been positive. And if you would like to be entered to win this little 4-pack of note cards. And this video will be going up tomorrow on the 25th, so I will just draw a winner for this quick little random giveaway. I'll announce the winner in my Crafty Goals update video on the 2nd, which is a week from the 25th. So the following Saturday, when I post my update for my April Goals collab, I will announce the winner for these note cards. If you would like to win, just comment below. So that is everything I got from the Bo Bunny notepad, or paper pad, which I thought was a really nice amount of stuff. So let me get all that put back in this basket here, and then I will show you real quick what I made with the other paper pad. This other paper pad was called, again, Splendor by My Mind's Eye, and I got 3 4x4 note cards with envelopes, 15 A2 size cards, which I'm going to be doing a video about those for the Project 39 Random Act of Kindness challenge that she has going on. And then an ATC, a post-it note holder, what I call a mini album card. I'll show it briefly, but that will be going in I'll be showing that more in my Pinspiration collaboration project, which will also go up on the 25th, which is tomorrow. And then I made 4 more 4x4 cards with envelopes. Let me see here. Where am I at? An ATC, a 6x6 card, a 3x4 card with envelope. I just had some scraps, like small strips of paper, so I just cut out a bunch of scallops and just 1-inch circles that I can have on hand to use on projects. I had 19 I was able to cut out, and then 7 scalloped embellishments, and then 7 rosettes that I put together. So real fast, let me pull out the paper pad here. This is what the pad looked like. It did not have a full pad because it says here it comes with 24 sheets, but there were only 20 whole pieces plus a few scraps. And this is what I have left in here. Literally scraps. There is nothing in here that I will be saving because I have cut out of everything. And then have these teeny tiny little strips left over. That is all that I have left of that. So that pad is absolutely done. These are the cards that I will be showing in my video for Project 39's Random Act of Kindness Challenge. But I will just, I have 15 cards here that I was able to make. So look for that video to see these cards flip through individually. These 3 cards here I already showed in a previous video for my card, monthly card collab with Katie. It's posted on this past Sunday. We had to do cards with pastel colors. So real fast, these are what I made. These are just blank inside. Had these adorable little fairy ephemera that was sent to me, and a wish that was granted. And then the envelopes are just have the same paper as the front of the card. And then the envelope here is lined. And then here's the second one. I think these turned out gorgeous. I love, love, love these. And see if that will focus better. And then there's the front of that card. And the third one was this with the birdhouse. I think that turned out gorgeous. Love that word paper. And there's the envelope liner for that one, which matches the inside square on the card and also matches the outside of the envelope paper. So there's those. And then here are some ATCs that I made. This one, I had found a sticker sheet which had these gorgeous images, so I just took one of those, put a little scallop border on the top and bottom. I first backed the sticker with black cardstock to match the ATC base, then put some scalloped border that I punched out, and that's all I did for that because I thought that was pretty with that image. And then this one is an actual little pocket tag, and I just had these little words that I put on there. Another this is a crochet flower that I had in my stash, and I just hot glued this resin flower to the middle. Took a little butterfly, put some bling down the middle, layered this little flower ephemera, and on the tag I put this cute little fairy, and on the back is a flower. So that is my little pocket ATC. Thought that turned out really cute. And this here, I actually found just a portion of a Post-it pad, so I just made a really slim pad holder. Just made it out of black scrap that I had. Put some of the, I love this print, looks like a vintage wallpaper. Just put it on the front and the back, and layered some of this trim that was on my craft table. Also had this on my craft table. It was just a really thin pink trim, and got into my stash. I found this little heart, resin heart piece here, hot glued that in the middle, and then used my starburst punch and then put hello, and then just this little birdie. Thought that was adorable. So there's just a real fast Post-it holder, a really tiny Post-it holder. And these are 4 more 4x4 cards that I made. And I just had a bunch of these left over from the cards that I made for Debbie, or not Debbie, for the Project 39 challenge. And so I thought those would go perfect for little note cards. And I had one whole sheet of this swan paper. So I just cut it into 3x3 squares, and then just did a little bit of a black mat around it, and left a little bit larger border from the 4x4 card. Made this little, I had hello as one stamp, and then another stamp I found had friend. And so then just put a couple of my flowers up there. And the inside I just put a piece of scrap paper. And that's what the outside. Now I didn't have any like extra of the swan paper. This inside was just a random scrap that I found. So I just used some coordinating collars, and I did not use an envelope flap because I didn't have enough paper. These were, I think, were the last 4 projects that I made. And here's the outside of this. Actually, this is just some of the light blue cardstock that I was using for other projects. And there is that one. And I just used a little scrap of this paper there. And here is, all of them look the same on the outside of the card. I just wanted to have a little place for to write the to and from, but be a little bit more decorative. And then there's that one. They all say the same thing, but just have different colors of the flowers, and then different color of the strip down on the inside of the card. And then there's that one and that little strip down in there. So there's those 4 cards. Here is a little card and envelope set that I made. I took a piece of the paper that was remaining. Love that, like I said, love that vintage wallpaper looking pattern. And it had this other pattern on the opposite side. And in here on the front, I added a little embellishment, little decoration, and made this cute little fairy card. And let me see here if I can get it to, it just said, "Be you bravely," and little fairy sitting in a wreath, which I thought went really perfectly with this paper here. Matches with the collars and everything. And then this was from a Martha Stewart pack of flowers that I was able to use up between this and some embellishments I'm going to show here in a minute. And then these little pearls were also on that sheet of flowers. And the inside is just blank with a couple of little flags that I put there, little banner flags. And I made a 6x6 card. I just went ahead and made something for my mom for Mother's Day. And this is just the inside. She loves blue. She loves butterflies. So I thought this was perfect. And layered a couple of doilies. This, I have a stamp that actually is curved that way. And so I just put it onto the sort of a, I don't know if that's white or cream. It might be cream. And then I just fussy cut around it to match the shape of the stamp. And then just put that onto the blue. And then there again, just fussy cut around it. Added some little sparkly bling on the butterfly had little dots, like little places like that. And I just put the bling on each of those little spots. And then in the center of the flower there, these are 2 more little, just little ephemera that were in a pack that I had. So I thought that turned out really, really cute. And I did not have any more of this color of cardstock to make an envelope. I could probably make it out of another color, but I'm just going to be handing her her present anyways. And her birthday is usually right around Mother's Day. Her birthday is May 12th, so sometimes it falls on Mother's Day, and sometimes it's a day or two here or there, you know, either before or after. And then this is what I call a mini album card. I found a tutorial on Pinterest, so I will just show it. It's kind of really thick and it opens up different directions. So I'll show that more when I do my Pinspiration collaboration video. But here's how I decorated the front. This big piece here was in an embellishment pack that I was given in a wish. And I thought it went perfect with this book. It took up the whole front really nicely. And then just put the pearls in the center of the flowers. And this was on there already. And then the back, it just looks like that. So I will be showing that more in that video. And then I have left all of these embellishments here. Like I said, I just did a whole bunch of circles and scallops to be able to have on hand for projects. Since there was really pretty pattern paper, I wanted to go ahead and just get some things cut out of it. If you can, it's going to show up. There you go. Just all these really pretty patterns. I love that one right there. So those are just just punch outs. On the paper that had sort of wreaths on the background, the whole sheet was just a bunch of wreaths. I had some scraps of that, so I just cut out the actual wreaths. It fit perfectly in the middle of a 1-inch circle punch. And so I just punched a bunch of those out and then put a little bling in the middle of those. And this is just a piece of the floral paper. And I put some bling there. And so these would go real cute in the middle of like a 3x3 note card or something. And then there's those. If I can get that. Okay, it's wanting to fall. So there is that. I love that paper. It's very, very beautiful. And then here's these 2. Wish I had done more of the turquoise scallops because I think that paper went a little bit better with it than this lighter blue, but I could not get that to come up after I already glued it down. So I'm stuck with the lighter blue, but it still looks pretty. And then I had a whole bunch of like 1 inch or just a little bit bigger than 1 inch wide by anywhere from 5 to 6 inches long. So I just made a bunch of rosettes. And here's how I used up the rest of those little dimensional flowers from the Martha Stewart pack. Just took the pretty paper strips that I had left over and took a scallop circle for the middle and then just popped one of those flower stickers there and thought that turned out really, really cute. Then here's this one. Pretty, pretty papers. And then these two here have the flowers as well. This was a, there was one flower that was a lot bigger than the others, so you really don't see as much of the scallop, which is fine because that scallop didn't exactly match. It was a little bit brighter and more orange looking, but it's supposed to be sort of a darker coral, and it just didn't exactly match the paper, but it went nice enough with it, and that flower is covering it up anyways. And then here is this one. I think that one turned out really pretty. And then I have these last three. Okay, my arm keeps getting caught on the tripod. There is that one with that pretty wreath design again. And then I didn't put anything in the middle of that. I probably could have put some bling or something, or put a word sticker or something, but I just left that one plain for now. And then this one, punched it out to where you could see some of the words and had that really gorgeous pink rose. I love that black with it. I think it's so pretty. So there are all of the projects that I got made out of the two paper pads that I was able to use up during April. And I hope you all enjoyed seeing me run through all of those real fast. I was trying to keep the video from being like super long, because it seems like mine always are for some reason. But there are the projects, and like I said, I'll have a more closer up look at this in my Pinspiration collaboration video. And the video for these, where I go through these cards closer, will be coming up as well. So thank you so much everyone for watching. Hope you check out all the other collaborators and see what pads they used up and what projects they made. And if you're not subscribed to everybody, then please like and subscribe and comment and everything like that. And I will talk to you all the next time. Take care. Bye.